Where's your level of excitement as camp has wrapped up?
Oh, it's great. You know what? These guys and the coaching staff has put a lot of work in over the last little bit here, and it's good to see that we're finally at the point where we're going to get a real test.
How much emphasis in this camp was there on team defense and how to play in your own end?
Well, big. I think, as you see, we probably worked on it daily. You know, I hate to bring up last year, but they had the worst goals against in the National Hockey League, so that's something that has to change. And especially with young defensemen, it has to be instilled. And once we get that sorted out, then I think we can start to work on other parts of the game.
You don't have a very experienced blue line base, aside from Ron Hainsey. Does that affect the way you coach them?
No, I think, you know, Boro's been around, and I think DeMello, you know, has also been around, and they know the way the game's got to be played in the National Hockey League. Zaitsev's into his fourth year here, over here, so I think these guys know how the game plays. But, you know, certainly with the two young guys, you know, they got to learn the ins and outs of where to stand and all those things, but they're going to learn in time, and that's why we got a guy like Hainsey.
How do you deal with your goal? We've seen a lot of teams now limit their starting goaltender in games. How do you proceed playing those two guys this year?
You know, I think it's a tandem for most parts in the league. Certainly you're going to ride the hot hand a little bit, but you don't want to ride him to the point where he gets tired, and that's why he's not playing good. So, you know, work with Pierre Gru, the goalie coach, as to how we're going to do that, but I foresee them splitting it pretty close.
What did Brandstrom do to earn a spot here?
You know what, I just thought he got better as the camp went on every single day, and you know, one of the big reasons for me is him playing with a guy like Hainsey and practicing with him every day is going to speed his development up for me. You know, it certainly wouldn't hurt him to go down and play all the minutes down there, but to see Ronnie talking to him every day, talking to him on the bench, it's going to speed his development up for me.
Have you decided who starts tomorrow?
No, you know what, we haven't. I'm going to talk to Pierre Gru, but I would assume it's probably going to be Anderson.
Would you say he's your number one goalie?
Yeah, I would say he's earned that, you know, over his career. He's been a very good goalie. Been saying that Nilsson last year had a very good finish here, and he played really well. So every year is a new year. You know, both have been good through camp. Andy was exceptional the last outing, so he'll probably get the start.
Scott Sabrin, do you appreciate the work he's put in to earn this shot?
Yeah, you know what? He proved, I knew he was a tough kid, but he proved that he can get on the forecheck, that he can create some action out there and keep, you know, some guys off of Tkachuk and allow some of our guys to play hockey. So, you know, just being tough, you can't be in the National Hockey League. You got to be able to play the game, and I thought he was able to handle the pace well.
Do you foresee him, do you think he gets a start here against Toronto?
Yes, he'll be in the lineup game one.
What kind of kid do you think Yaro's had?
You know what, he looked, he's a big, strong guy that's going to be a very good player. I just think he needs to go down right now in the minors and play minutes and have the puck on his stick. You know, it's great to be a defender, but you also got to be able to, you know, pop pucks and make breakout passes, and I think he just needs to get his confidence, and I think when he gets that, he's going to be a very good player.
What's your message to Logan Brown?
He's so close. I think we could have kept him here for sure. And maybe played some smaller minutes, maybe even played him on the wing with the four centers we have. But I think for the development for Logan, the best part is for him to continue to play center and get a chance to dominate down there. You know what? He's going to play in the National Hockey League. It's just a matter of time.
What would you like to see from Drake Batherson, Coach, moving forward?
Well, he's going to have to be a power forward. He's going to have to own the front of the net. He's going to have to get on the forecheck, and he's going to have to play hard. And he's going to have to do that every night. And if he does that, I think he'll have success in this league.
Is there an excitement level in getting to watch him maybe develop with Artie?
Well, that's part of the reason they're together. You got a guy like Artie that can talk to him, a guy like Ennis, these guys can talk to him. Guys that have been in the league, you know, that can, you know, work them through shifts when it's not going great. So that's part of the thinking is to playing with those guys is, again, you got an older guy that's working with a younger guy that's going to help speed up their development.
With your special teams, is a fair bit of experimentation with guys who hadn't been in those roles. So are you happy with what you've seen, and what do you expect going into?
Yeah, well, certainly now it's the big time. You're playing against real power plays. You're playing against some world class players. But I have been happy. I've been happy with the guys that have transitioned that haven't penalty killed, and gone on to the penalty kill. Now, can they do it against the real NHL power plays? We're going to find out shortly. But I've been really happy the way they've been in camp.
And even on the power play, I mean, you got your player kind of on a blue line, and I don't know if he's done much of that before.
Well, he was a flank shooter a little bit with Columbus and a little bit last year. He can really shoot the puck and he can get downhill. So right now he's probably our most dangerous player. So it'd be crazy not to have him on a power play.
Ja, de hem af de concussion zet hem back a bit.
Yeah, he's just, he arguably he had a great camp. He just got hurt, and it's tough to make a team when you can't play in all the games. I expect a big year for him down there, and him to be knocking on the door here at some point.